Ukrainian forces destroyed a second Russian aircraft in occupied Crimea on May 3rd, alongside military warehouses, following a historic drone strike on another plane, President Volodymyr Zelensky reported on Telegram. Our army conducted a very accurate operation on military facilities in Crimea. -1 more, the second Russian plane in a day, the president said. Russian military depots in occupied Crimea were also destroyed, Zelensky added. The downing of the first Russian aircraft from a naval drone was brilliant, he said. On May 3rd, Ukraine's main intelligence directorate confirmed the first-ever strike on a Russian Su-30 fighter jet using a Magura naval drone's missile near Novorossiysk port, where Russia maintains remnants of its Black Sea fleet. Social media reports earlier that day indicated the Su-30's crew may have survived. Russian authorities reported a massive drone attack on Krasnodar Krai and Rostov Oblast, including Novorossiysk, home to Russia's largest port and a Black Sea fleet base. Russia's defense ministry claimed to have intercepted Neptune and Storm Shadow missiles, 170 UAVs, and 14 naval drones. National Guard Special Forces Unit Omega destroyed a hidden Russian mortar. The National Guard Special Forces Unit OMEGA is one of the most elite formations within the Latvian National Armed Forces. Established in the 1990s, Unit OMEGA specializes in counter-terrorism, hostage rescue, and high-risk operations. It operates under the Ministry of the Interior and is known for its rigorous selection process and advanced training, often conducted with NATO allies. Equipped with cutting-edge gear and intelligence capabilities, Omega plays a vital role in both national security and international missions, maintaining readiness to respond swiftly to critical threats. In the video, Russians showcase the Varan ground drone with a trailer for delivering supplies, ammo, or evacuating wounded and dead. It's also used for mining and counter-drone operations.
Работаем, брат.
In Ukraine, ground kamikaze and cargo drones are transforming the modern battlefield. Kamikaze drones, or loitering munitions, are being deployed en masse to strike armored vehicles, bunkers, and supply convoys with deadly precision. Meanwhile, small cargo drones are reshaping logistics, delivering ammunition, medical supplies, and even evacuating the wounded from frontline positions. These drones are cheap, fast, and hard to detect, giving Ukrainian forces a tactical edge. As both sides adapt, drone warfare is no longer the future, it's the present, and it's evolving daily. The GUR Unit Primary struck a P-18 radar command post, the radar itself, its power generator, and a Zu-23-2 anti-aircraft gun likely covering the site, in occupied Crimea. Ukraine is using long-range drones and precision missiles to strike Russian radar posts in Crimea, disrupting air defenses and blinding early warning systems ahead of planned attacks. APCs, buses, trucks, everything that moved, now doesn't. Ukraine's Kotiki Special Forces struck Russian logistics. Targeting Russian logistics is a key strategy for weakening their military operations. Supply lines, carrying fuel, ammunition, food, and spare parts, are the lifeblood of any army. By striking depots, railways, bridges, and convoys, Ukraine can disrupt Russia's ability to sustain its frontline forces. Without consistent supplies, Russian units become less mobile, less coordinated, and more vulnerable to attack. Damaged logistics also delay reinforcements and reduce morale. Over time, this creates a compounding effect, limiting Russia's offensive capabilities and giving Ukrainian forces a strategic edge in reclaiming territory. Russia held a Children's Victory Day parade. Kids are systematically being indoctrinated with special military operation propaganda. Victory parades in Russia, especially those held on May 9th to commemorate the Soviet victory in World War II, are central to the state's propaganda narrative. These events glorify military strength, promote national unity, and reinforce the idea that Russia is a heroic nation constantly under threat. The Kremlin uses these parades to legitimize its authority, link current conflicts to past triumphs, and rally public support by evoking patriotic pride. This messaging starts early. Russian children are exposed to militarized education through youth organizations like the Young Army Cadets, Yunarmia, school programs that emphasize wartime history, and public events that include military displays and uniforms. They're taught to revere the military, idolize past victories, and see Russia as morally superior. By embedding these ideas from a young age, the state fosters loyalty and shapes a worldview where war is not just justified. It's a point of national identity. This deep-rooted indoctrination helps sustain public support for current military actions, regardless of their true costs or consequences. Mobile internet access in Moscow began experiencing disruptions on May 5th, reportedly as part of security measures ahead of Russia's annual Victory Day parade on May 9th. According to the state-run news agency TASS, nearly 10,000 complaints had been submitted to mobile service providers by 11 a.m. that day. The representatives of Beeline and Megafon said mobile communications in Moscow might be affected by factors beyond their control. Russia's Ministry of Emergency Situations confirmed that internet access might be restricted due to security arrangements for public events in the capital. Despite disruptions, mobile operators stated that voice communications remained stable. These disruptions may indicate the selective disabling of communication towers or targeted jamming of specific radio frequencies using electronic warfare systems. Militarny reported that the practice of restricting mobile networks had become routine in Russia's border regions. For example, in Rostov-on-Don and surrounding areas, mobile data speeds are reportedly reduced to 512 kilobits per second at night or during law enforcement operations. One reason for limiting mobile access is to hinder the operation of drones, which can be controlled via mobile networks. Following increased drone attacks on Moscow, the Russian military has strengthened air defense in and around the city. Pantsir-S air defense systems have been deployed on rooftops in central Moscow, including government buildings. Additional systems have been installed on specially built towers on the city's outskirts to extend their range. Russian forces also cleared parts of Moscow's Arboretum to deploy an S-400 surface-to-air missile battery roughly 10 kilometers from Red Square. Russia has declared a unilateral ceasefire from May 8th to 11th to ensure the Victory Day celebrations proceed without incident. Foreign leaders, including China's president, are expected to attend the event alongside Russia's political and military leadership.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. He's doing the job every day.